Hi everyone! Today we're gonna create a scrolling timeline. It is gonna be scrolling because by using the arrow keys, right arrow and left arrow, we will be able to move the timeline to the right and to the left. The most interesting part of it is that this timeline contains the same foundations of a scrolling platformer that I will bring to this channel in the future. So if you are ready, let's get started. Alright, to save time, I have already created a timeline. It has to be an object, not a backdrop. It has to be a sprite with different costumes. This one is about contemporary times in Spain. As you see, it has different costumes. It is super important that all the information is inside the canvas provided by Scratch. And this timeline, alright, which is basically a rectangle with no outline, has to be the same in every costume, okay? How do you do it? Well, basically you can right-click duplicate, and in the copy you delete the objects you don't need and add other elements, or another option is with the select tool, you select the timeline, you copy, you add a new costume and you paste, okay? And now here you add whatever you need. But make sure, please, every timeline in its costume is exactly the same, because if not, you will see lots of irregularities. So let's begin. I'm gonna delete this costume so that I have 4. And let me explain to you what we're going to do. Well, imagine the red square or the red rectangle is the stage in Scratch. And at the beginning, we wanna see the costume 1 of our timeline, which is in X0. The second costume is in X480, the third costume is in X960, and the fourth costume is in X1440. So first of all, let's go to the timeline, and when we click on the green flag, we're going to hide the original timeline because we're gonna be creating clones. How many clones? In my case, as I have 4 costumes, we're gonna create 4 clones. So we will repeat this 4 times. We're going to switch costume at the beginning to costume number 1. And after that, we're gonna create clone of myself and next costume. And when I start as a clone, if I show it, you will see that I have the 4 costumes here, all of them created. But I have to place each one in its correct position, as I've shown you here. So how do we do it? That way. I have invented a formula that is going to work very well, and forever we are going to set X2, and the formula is going to be the following. We are going to multiply 480. Why 480? Because 480 is the width of the screen in Scratch. We're going to multiply it by costume number minus 1. Why? Because costume number 1 minus 1 is 0, multiplied by 480 is 0. So costume 1, X0. It coincides. In the case of costume number 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, multiplied by 480 is 480. So there is costume 2. In the case of costume 3, 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 times 480 is 960. And in the case of costume number 4, 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 times 480 is 1440. So everything is perfect, everything coincides. So let's click on the green flag, and as you see, this timeline is here and the others are to the right. But as they cannot get completely outside the screen in Scratch, they are all here. So let's create the scrolling effect. For the scrolling effect, we need a variable. That variable is going to be called, for example, X. And we're going to change that X by using the arrow keys. So X, when we click on the green flag, is gonna be 0, but forever, if, let me find it, if key right arrow pressed, we want all these costumes to come to the left, so that we see them in the main screen. So if we want them to move to the left, we're going to change X by -1. Likewise, when we press left arrow, they're going to move to the right. If you want a faster movement, let's put a 5 here and a -5 here. So you will see that this variable changes when I press right and left, and now this X has to modify this position. So we're going to include this here, we put the X, and we pass all this in here. And now everything there. Do it in the right order, because if the order is different, it might not work, because the formula would be slightly different. So now by clicking on the green flag, as you see, we can already scroll left and right. As you see, as we have all these costumes to the right here, they are to some extent covering part of the actual timeline. So there are a couple of solutions that I have found out. One, which is super simple, is making a frame around it, which is basically painting a rectangle with no fill and a very wide outline, like that. Now we center it, x0, y0, and now that's pretty good. That's almost perfect, and this is the easiest way. But another option, which is a little bit more complicated, but I'm gonna explain it as well, is this one. We are going to make these clones show or hide depending on their position. So let's pick an OR, greater than and lower than, and let's take the X position. So if it is greater than, and now we will find the value, or lower than something, we are going to hide it, and if not, we will show it. These values have to be the following. I'm going to stop the program, show the original timeline, and move it to the right as much as possible. So this is 485. So let's put 480, for example. And now to the left. And let's put, well, the negative. And let's see now. Okay, still we have it here, as you see. So this is not working very well, so let's reduce these numbers until we find perfection. Okay, that looks better. So the clones that are over here, because as I said, they cannot be outside the screen of Scratch, are hidden. And everything is working perfectly. If you see that at some point you have like the clone has hidden, but you cannot see this timeline touching the edge, what you need to do is come to costumes and make sure that it is a bit longer than the canvas, as you see in all my timelines. That's why I have left this margin outside the canvas so that it covers this a little bit, okay? And well, more or less, this is working very well. I hope you are able to make it, because when you watch it in a video, it looks very easy, but later when you have to program it and design it, there are usually some issues that we have to be fixing little by little. So this is the end of the tutorial, guys. I hope you liked it and you found it useful. And as I said, I promise, I will bring a scrolling platformer to the channel as soon as I find time to make it, because that's not gonna be an easy tutorial and it's gonna be a very long video. See you guys, bye bye.